I can't get my ducks in a row. They spread their wings and peck at me when I get too close. Some days are just for the birds, but things can always get worse. They used to waddle, now they're flying instead. So I guess I'll run for cover as they aim for my head. Is there egg on my face, or is it something else I don't wanna know? Ducks in a row. They just spread their wings and peck at me when I get too close. But I won't be foiled again, cause this time I've got a plan. Oh, I'll follow them back to the nest. But I brought some bags of chicken feed so I don't get wrecked. And nobody's fun when they're hangry, but we'll get along till dinner is done. Cause the ducklings all imprinted on me, and now I look foolish as they follow me around. Life just likes to laugh at me. I guess I could be mad, but I don't wanna be. I hope I never take myself too seriously, so I'll let myself in on the joke. Life just likes to laugh at me.
On a stroll down the sidewalk, a lonely stroll down the sidewalk, like in a film, but it's just a filler shot. And there's a tune that plays in the background, but you're not privy, it's for the audience, just the honking of the cars as you walk on. But then the hint of something touches your ear, a slight tingle unknown that sparks the hair on your arm to stand up. And you can hear it even faintly, but from all around, a radio, a television, a car with the windows rolled down, all serenading that same undeniable sound. When the music becomes diegetic and you start to feel slightly less pathetic than you did just a moment ago, but just slightly. There's a new melody, a new hook, new driving beat. Oh, a little car Just a moment to go. When the music becomes diegetic and you start to feel slightly less pathetic than you did just a moment ago. One more time! When the music becomes non-diegetic and you start to feel slightly more pathetic than you did just a moment ago. Yeah, just a moment ago. But just slightly.
The sun melts all the ice, soon it'll get brighter, it'll get warmer, and it'll be awesome hanging with friends. All my relationships can mend when it gets brighter, when it gets warmer. I can lose myself to fun, sipping green tea in the sun. Once it gets brighter, once it gets warmer, I won't wanna end my life, but until that day, I'll just live with my stride.
Popeye and olive snow globe, $15. Popeye shot glass, $4.99.
depression kicking in until I feel the warmth upon my skin. Lemonade chilling in the shade with my best friends almost every day. Never even worried about what I need to say. Life just gets harder, but it'll get harder. It'll get warmer. Life gets harder, but you're the other. So write a page about your pain. Throw the thoughts stuck in your brain till they get brighter, till they get warmer. I hate when seasons change. I found comfort in the rain. So when it starts to snow, the lakes turn into skating rinks. I'll embrace suffering and pain. That's just me staying in my lane. I don't want anyone to get dragged down with me, so just back up.
Whoa. Bojo, everybody! How are we doing today? I have some good news. This is a camera. This is a camera that I've used for a while now. It is... I've had it for 6 years now, 7 years now. I believe it was a graduation gift from my father. Yeah, it's cool. 6 or 7 years ago, you know, give or take. It's gonna be so annoying that that's a meme. While I'm about 6 or 7 years out from the biggest change in my life. It is what it is. Anyways, so I am currently updating this. If you look, if it'll. Okay, so as you can tell, there's problems with my current camera that make it hard for it to focus on things. But this is updating the firmware right now. Once this is done updating, I should be able to use it as a webcam, which means that we're going to have better quality videos again for the first time in a long while. And that's really exciting for me because I have wanted... I won't be able to set it up today unless you want to see a, like, terrible angle on my face. Firmware is software, but specifically for specific devices, I think. I think that's how that works. Let me... Oop. Let's try not to damage your cord. That's promising. Okay. It's looking promising. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the firmware just completely updated. So let's see if it wants to work. It might not. It might not. I would like it to work though. It's not working there. What about if I do that here? No. Okay. Well, that is annoying, and I'm not sure what I'm doing. It's trying to do screen mirroring, but I'm unsure how or why. Please tell me that wasn't my landlord who just called me. It was. Okay, I gotta go. I will be back in however long this takes. Alright, it's gonna be 10 minutes until they're actually here, but I gotta set something up real quick. I will be right back. The fridge will be here in correct. Hang on a belt. Right. That means I have 10 minutes to set up something to do for the, I don't know, 15-20 minutes where you're not gonna have me here tending to the stream. Which means that I need to set up my Be Right Back screen and stop worrying about this camera for the time being. Because I can worry about this later on. Probably tomorrow at work, honestly, is when I will be figuring out what's going on with my camera and how to get it actually set up as a webcam. Okay. But the firmware is updated now, which is good. Alright. I'm setting up my Be Right Back screen. We want it to capture Project Milk Drop. Which means I gotta open up Milkway Visualizer. Full screen that. Right, and then actually gotta move OBS over here. Full screen that. And then this is going to... Awesome. And then from there, it'll look like this. I think y'all can still hear me right now. But, oh, I guess we're reacting to this now. Definitely something we could react to, I guess. Right, where is my... What are we doing here? Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's put on some music and see how... I don't know. I'm gonna play music from my Bandcamp. I think it'll credit the people as they pop up. Okay. Cool. And then we actually want to move this over here. Nope. Can we try that again? Okay. And we're gonna shuffle play on Bandcamp. And full screen this back. Shuffle play as soon as it lets me. Alright. Then, yes, okay. Is there new management at Bandcamp? I did not hear about that. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear this right now, or if it's just me. Give me just a moment. Yeah, that tracks.
I'm fucked by the sailor man. I live in the frying pan. Someone turned up the gas. I burned up me ass.
I cannot tell if y'all can hear me right now. Or the music. The music is very loud in my ears. Could y'all hear that? I paused it. You can hear me. Okay, not the music. That's weird. That's not how that should be. It should have been capturing music. Guess we can add that executable, see if that helps. Okay. Let's see if that helps. No, it's not. Okay. Why is it not detecting? Uh-oh. Did I crash OBS? I might have crashed OBS. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, jeez. I probably... Okay. Alright. I stopped that. I need to make sure that audio can be heard before I do anything else. Okay, it should be doing it, then. What? I guess we turned off that for a moment. Turn it back on. Oh, well, there's Popeye. I don't know why Popeye's showing up. Stream's been real weird today. No idea what's up at all with anything that's going on. There we go. There, I'm back on screen a little bit more. I knew things were a little off. Okay. I have a mouse. Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay, I need to turn that way down because that's so loud in my ears and I can't think. Why is it not capturing audio? Oh, I think I made my call for my landlord again. Oh, I need a key to. I need my keys. Where are my keys? My car.
Democracia Social. PDS, PDS. César Reaño, capitana de la media mercante.
ever since Popeye, I
democracia social. PDS, PDS, César Reaño, capitana de la media mercante.
I have pop-up in the attic.
What? The mere fact that you call making love pop-up tells me you're not ready.
Hello, hello. People there. I'm back. No, please don't shut down stream. Hello, hello. Are we there? Are we back? We are back. Okay, hello. Things are good. I realized that I've kind of been AFK for a bit. Yeah, what happened was we got the things delivered. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I was just reading the chat there. Yeah, so what happened was moving the chat took a while. It took like 30 minutes to an hour maybe. And then my roommate and I sat and talked for a bit because I forgot that I was streaming. So I'm back now. We're good. Everything's good. I'm not dead. I have no idea what I'm doing though. Yeah. Oh, I never figured out what the audio problems were, which is annoying, because what if I want to watch things? No? Okay, still not working. Didn't just randomly start working, which, you know. No. Yes. Please. Settings. Firefox.exe. Sure. Why is it not working? If I capture browser and then do Firefox and then like what if I that and that. Okay. Can you hear that? Because it is playing. I'm unsure why you wouldn't be able to hear that, but maybe it's some setting that I've got. Down, I'm just getting warmed up. I liked you better when you really should. Don't reach out, don't bother, don't come around. Don't stop the gases, you're pushing through town. Huh. Okay, still not there. Why is it not? Huh. I don't know why it's not working. This is supposed to make my audio stuff better, why is it not? Me down, I'm just getting warmed up. I liked you better when your mouth is shut. Don't reach out, don't bother, don't come around. Stop the gases, you push on through town. Okay, this is not interesting. Oh, wonderful. I submitted a name in digital football today. Let's go ahead and find the character who I submitted, because I feel like this is fun. So digital football is great. Once a month, Discord or supporters on the Patreon can suggest a name for a player in college. So I went ahead and suggested a name today, because today's the last day where the character's gonna get added this season, probably. So I saw that they got drafted. This is Mo Gus. Shout out to Mo Gus. Yeah, this is an Mo Gus, the quarterback. Probably going to be one of the best players in a couple seasons, and that's so funny to me. I hope so badly that Amogus gets good traits. Ooh, ah. I don't like it, but it's a good name. Yeah. It's pretty great. Anyways, putting some money into the division. I need to do an explanation of digital football at some point, because I have so many thoughts on it that I just need to put into words, but I can't explain them easily, because they're so complicated sometimes. It's so annoying. I love digital football so much. It is also very much a game that I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. It is kind of a dating sim though. Okay, we're having Francis and Gwynny go on dates right now. That's my current get these two players from best friends to dating, because I like these two. I've got a list that I'm going off of based on how old the players are and how much time we have left with them. So that's actually what's going on. We've got 30 hours till our first game, which is going to be difficult. Who all did we draft? I didn't check, because the draft did happen earlier. Let's see who we got. A.K. Fisher, Brittany Esparza, Cham Knight, Cynthia Tipsy Weeze. We got Laurel. Is it Lorelei or is it just Laurel? Yeah, it's Laurel. Okay. We got Yoshi Steele, Pammy Scrappy Flap, Laurel Cunningham, Cynthia Tippy Weeze, Cham Knight, Brittany Esparza, and Alki Fisher. Laurel Cunningham is a big deal, because this was one of the players that went to my college that I run. I'm so happy we got her. She's been my star quarterback for 4 seasons now, on my team. She's great. I love her. Yeah. She's so expensive. But honestly, she might be the one that's needed. Sabella didn't get drafted. That's so sad. Let's see who all got drafted, because there's still time. There's still time for any of these players to get drafted. I also don't think I'd blame anyone for not drafting my players, because I had so many players that got just terrible traits this time around. Right, class of 2030, or class of season 30. Wendell and Schaefer, Laurel Cunningham. Aaron got drafted. Yes, okay. Aka, Caden, and Flory all got drafted. And Aylin. Okay. And then Yeah, so who didn't get drafted? Brigda, Emma, Shauna, Sabella, Cecily, Sydney, and Zorana. Okay, that's not too bad, especially considering that I had 14 players graduate this season, and I really didn't expect to get so many Super Hate fans hired. But also the Mustangs kind of do that. But I think with that, everyone but the Blasters has one of my players now, which is cool. Blasters need to pick up one of my players. Please. Please. These tabs gonna load. Sometimes they load. They do that sometimes. Just occasionally. Anyways, I see that Belle was in chat earlier. But I guess I missed Belle. Oops. Yeah, that's my bad. I was busy moving to fridge. All right, there's Britta. Accurate for Phoenix Cursed, right? Yeah, you're not gonna get drafted with Phoenix Cursed, unfortunately. Emma, Sticky Fingers, Water type solid. Honestly, not a terrible one. Kind of expensive for that, so like sad, but I love her, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see how long she stays in the league. I hope she's got some time. I think she's a pretty good player. Like, that's not bad. That is a good defensive lineman. This is bad. This is distracted and overconfident. Shauna, you were not going to get drafted. Sabella, you also have distracted. Like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Laid back, running dreams, leadership. I'm honestly kind of shocked that Cecily didn't get drafted. But also only 7.1 stars. There's gonna be a ways to go before he'd be playable. Same thing with Zorana, who like at 5 stars for the highest rate. Only so much we can do. Did we get anyone else interesting? Did we not keep any of... Yeah, we did. We're playing them. Okay. Shout out to Cat Ray. Holding it down for a while now. Lila's getting old. It's fine. She'll be fine. Okay. So Pammy, Scrappy, Flap, Clutch, Earth type, Quick Feet, Laid Back, Clutch, Quick Reactions, Brick Wall, Stamina, Fire type, Overconfident, Quick Reactions. Why did we draft Chame? Hey, why did we draft Chame? I bet this is a Root player, isn't it? Is this the player from Root? Root is the team that the other Copperheads team manager manages. No, this is an East Bay Crab player. I bet this is gonna be one of the ones we got. Like, very funny name, Chame Knight, but also you've got Overconfident, and that's just so bad. Like, let's see how many players are in the pro league currently that even have like Overconfident. I don't think it's many. Let's see. Overconfident. They gotta actually be on a team. So, let's see. One player on the Phoenix has Overconfident, but they also have Laid Back. So, like, which is the best? 2 players on the Lobsters. Hey, it's a Kajillionaire. No players on the Windstorm. No players on the Gears. No players on the Waves. No players on the Blasters, almost definitely. None on the cantrips. Oh, there. Okay, no, it's not. There's one on my team right now. The sunsets have none. Mustangs might. Mustangs are weird sometimes. No, they don't have any. Does Montreal? No. What about the ogres? No. How about the canes? The canes do have a couple. But I also think the canes are kind of, not super active right now. So they're not paying attention to their teams or anything. How about the Wags? The Wags have 3, which, yeah, that tracks, actually. The Wags are kind of a weird team, also. Honestly, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a preview for next stream, but I have something I want to do. I want to make a template. We're gonna make a single-use template. This is actually not the type of tier list I wanted. I wanted to make an alignment chart. Oh, not that type of alignment chart. The other type. Where's my Photoshop? Oh, you can see the things I was doing earlier. Alright, we're gonna do 256 by 250-60. We're gonna do this and this and this and this. Okay, and we're gonna center this, edit, transform. Oh, is there not a auto? No, it's fine. Oh wait, there it is. Yeah. Aligning things is so annoying in the software. There we go. And I also want to align this one up and down like that. Okay. I don't know what these axes are going to be, actually. I think we gotta do weird. Do weird. Let's use different font. Let's use this one. So yeah, weird. Oh yeah, weird. Duplicate layer. And what's the opposite of weird? What's a good opposite of weird? Thesaurus. Yeah, we're using a thesaurus for antonyms. We're using weird thesaurus for weird, normal, typical, ordinary. Weird versus competitive, maybe. I feel like conventional, competitive. Competitive feels better. Yeah, weird, weird versus competitive, and then it's gonna be, this alignment is going to be culty, Coltish versus or Colt-like versus what's Blase? Blase is pretty good. Colt versus let's do maybe Chill. Colt versus Chill. And then let's go ahead and edit this a little bit so that we're not entirely it's trying to fuck the elf. There we go. And let's go ahead and lock all of this down. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and take my folder of all of the icons of all the teams, because I have that available, and we're gonna rank all of the teams in digital football on the scale of weird versus competitive and Colt versus chill. Because I feel like that's oh, wait, that's the old wagon. Where's the new one? Where's the new wagon? Do I not have the new wagon icon? Huh. Alright, well, this is most of the teams. I guess I'm gonna use the poops and the old wagon, because I don't have the new ones. Alright, so first up, we got the Crabs. The Crabs are a very normal team. That does not make them competitive. They have more recently gotten on the chill vibes, though. They can last this season, though, but that was, like, kind of intentional. They also are the reason Haley Pineda went to space. So, like, I don't know. But that's because they were so competitive that they had to get rid of Haley Pineda. So I'm gonna put them, like, right here. Because they're definitely not chill. Alright. The Waves. The Waves. What do I have to say about the Waves? The Waves have one person managing them right now. The current person is pretty chill. The Waves have pretty consistently been a pretty competitive team. They're not really that weird, and they definitely don't have that much cool stuff going on. So we're gonna put them here. Alright. Windmills, or the wind weather vanes. Let's see. Alright, the windstorms. They're the windstorms. Got it. Yeah. Windstorms. They are kind of normal. They are very competitive. I think they have been. They are one of the teams that I think of when I think of competitive teams. Are they cult or are they cringe? Or competitive? I think they fall on the chill end of the spectrum, but they are definitely very competitive. Okay. The Canes, the Hurricanes. The fact that they go by the Hurricanes automatically puts them up here in this court. However, they are probably one of the more competitive. At one point, they were the most competitive team in the Red Division. That's not really the case anymore. They did come in first this last season. They also have a lot of cool shit going on. I'm gonna put them. Yeah, let's put them there for now. Alright. The formerly known as the Denver Coops, they are now the Kansas City Cantrips. They are a more competitive team, but they're also pretty chill. Yeah, they don't have much Colt stuff going on. They're also not the most competitive team. Like they're like right about here, but they are probably the chillest team. No, that's not entirely true. The Wagons are definitely more chill than them, but they're up. The Cantrips are up there. All right. Sunsets. Sunsets are not chill. They're not Colt, but they're not chill. They definitely fall on this edge. Are they competitive? I think they're not. They're about as competitive as the Canes are. Would probably means they probably need to be in about the same position. I don't know. I think they might be a little bit more competitive than the Canes. Let's put them there. Right. The fog. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. They're competitive. Yeah. I mean, let's look at last season real quick. Or last season's standings. Completed. Past playoffs. Season 29. And we can look at... This was the Cantrips versus the Bolts. We'll get to the Bolts. The Bolts are probably the least chill and the most competitive. The Phoenix also are not very chill, but are pretty competitive. Or the Phoenix have cold shit going. I'll say it. But you know, so do we. Anyways, they're chill. They're also competitive, but they're, I don't know, the fog is coming, you know? They have that down on lock, and I think that on its own brings them closer to Colt. Honestly, it probably puts them on the other side of the line. Yeah. The Copperheads. Alright, so we are all the way over this way. And probably only about, like, this far down on competitiveness. I don't know. I'm usually pretty chill with it not being competitive. Lime's a little bit more competitive than me, and Lime is back now, so we're going to be a little bit more competitive. But we're probably about on par with the Canes, if I had to guess. I'll put us there. So we're very Colt-like. We've got Colt shit going on, but yeah. Alright, the Wagons. The Wagons are definitely on the weirder and the Coltier side of the weird Colt quadrant. Their whole thing is specifically trying to be as you can never predict the Wags. And I think that makes them intentionally weird. Having said that, they are probably also actually the chillest team. Just like, I don't know, the Wags have always seemed like stoners to me. Let's put them over here. Especially with their newer logo. Like, I know we're not using that one right now, but it is very stoner. We'll put them there. The Bolts. The Bolts are competitive and not chill. They are probably the most Colty team that doesn't actively have any Colt shit going on. We're gonna put them down. Actually, they're probably not. The Blasters might have a little bit more claim to Coltiness than the Bolts do. Alright, the Roundbirds. Roundbirds are I have no idea. How good did the Roundbirds even do last season? Alright, they made it to the divisionals. Let's see how their last few seasons have gone. Let's see. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. When was the last time they went to TV? Season 24. And they've been doing pretty good since then. So they're probably a little bit more competitive than they are not competitive. But also, yeah. I don't know. They're definitely pretty chill. I don't know. Let's put them a little bit more competitive, but a little bit more chill than the Waves. Because I feel like they're a little bit more chill. Alright. The Mustangs. The Mustangs are weird. The Mustangs are intentionally trying to be really weird. But they're also pretty chill about it. They have that weird propaganda they do every season. But that's not really cool or anything. Alright. The Phoenix. The Phoenix are cool. The Phoenix worship a god called the Great Phoenix. They are probably just about as cultish as the Copperheads are. Maybe a little less. Maybe a little bit. Depends on the day of the week. I think right about there's where they belong, though, because I'm pretty sure they're a little bit more competitive than we are typically. Let's check in on them and their stats over the last few seasons. But I'm pretty sure they generally stay a little bit more competitive than we do. They've also won a Digital Bowl. They haven't won one recently, though. Or really had a season where they came in better than 50% since season 22, which was 8 seasons ago. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they've kind of lost their competitiveness. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They've won a Digital Bowl, so like I can't be like, yeah, they're not competitive. Ogres. The Ogres are part of the blue division or red division, which means they're on the cult side, just straight up. They are also probably the most competitive in red div right now, which means that they get to go right there probably. I think that's a good spot for them. The Gears. The Gears have always been competitive. Yeah, the Gears are competitive. They are not chill. But they're also, like, only not chill in the way that most sports fans are. So. And the Blasters. The Blasters are the most cult-like that does not have an actual cult going on. They bet all of their money on the digital football every time and do not ever save any money. They are also pretty consistently somewhat competitive. Honestly, I think I'm going to put them right there. Maybe even there. I don't know. How well have the Bolts been doing recently? Where are the Bolts? Or the Blasters? Blasters. Yeah, they haven't done great recently. They're not, like, super competitive or anything. They also have never won a Digital Bowl. So, you know, we can probably move them up the list a little bit more for being competitive. I've always kind of seen them as more competitive, but absolutely, we can like right there. Yeah. I think this is a pretty good list. I'm gonna go ahead and send this to the digital football server. and see what people think of it, because I think this is funny. Let's go ahead and put in random nonsense and not art. Like, this doesn't deserve pick a winner. Okay. And we'll see if anyone responds to that, because I think that's a pretty funny chart. Should be good time. Let's do another tier list. Tier list, tier list, tier list. Fake words from sci-fi. I don't know. Cartoon Network programming. Let's be nostalgic, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Let's be a little nostalgic. Two Stupid Dogs. I never watched that. 16. All right. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. So, yeah. 16. I watched this one. It was good. I enjoyed 16 quite a bit. It might go up a little bit, but we'll see. Pup named Scooby-Doo. I watched it. I don't remember much of it. Adventure Time. What even is Adventure Time? Almost Naked Animals. We're gonna throw that in S tier. Amazing World of Gumball. I don't even remember that. Avalonian was unironically really good. What is that? What is that? This one was okay. Batman the Brave and the Bold, unironically S tier. Ben 10 was great. Ben 10 Alien Force was good. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien was great. Ben 10 Omniverse was S tier. Ben 10 Reboot is mediocre. And that's the truth. I didn't watch this one. I didn't watch this one. Actually. Chowder S tier. Clarence was good. Yeah, Kids Next Door was cool. Craig of the Creek was really good. I really like the music in Craig of the Creek. I don't like doing tier lists, I'm realizing. Do I have anything to say about any of these other shows? Ed and Eddy was pretty good, I guess. I don't know. We can put in mediocre. Generator X, I don't really have much to say about it. I don't have much to say about George of the Jungle. Johnny Test was bad. Just actively. Justice League Unlimited was good. League of Super Evil was bad, but I loved it. Let's see. OKKO. Actually, S tier. Is Infinity Train on here? If Infinity Train isn't on here, this is flawed. Annoying Orange Cartoon's on here. But no Infinity Train. That's unfortunate. Infinity Train is S tier, unironically. Infinity Train is probably my favorite cartoon of all time, and this is a waste of a tier list to not have it on there. Yeah, no, it's just not on here. Alright, yeah. I do not feel indebted at all to finishing this tier list, then. Um, I don't know. What's your time guesser? Let's see. Let's do play a random game. Nope, actually I wanted to do the daily. I wanted to do the daily time guesser. Alright, what are we thinking today? Let's go ahead and move the camera to somewhere where you can actually see things. That'll be fun. Okay, this is it's holding some flowers. I don't know who this is. Is that Nathan Fielder? It's not Nathan Fielder. That is a flag. That is a Spanish flag, I think. I think that's the flag of Spain. Maybe it's Hungary. No. Is it Hungary? Green, white, and red. It's red, green, and white. Okay. Is it Italy? Italy's on the side. Those look to be all upright. So it's not Italy, it's not Hungary, it doesn't look to have anything in the middle, so it's probably not Mexico. There's someone standing in that window. I don't know enough about architecture to guess based on architecture. I don't see any phones. This is a large crowd of people to not have any phones out. So, but also these cars look, I don't know, 2000s-ish modern. Seems, I think I'm gonna guess Eastern European based on the architecture and the flowers. These feel Eastern European flowers. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Yeah. So we're gonna go early 2000s. Like 2003, probably. And maybe Slovakia, maybe Romania. No, what's the Slovakian? What about Slovenia? Nope, neither of those. Romania, maybe Moldova, Lithuania. I don't think it's Lithuania. How about Belarus? How about Moldova? Lithuania. We already did Lithuania, didn't we? Latvia, Belarus. I bet we can figure this out. Because these are the flags that I tend to have the most trouble with. Not Latvia. But Belarus. What about Italy flag versus France? Is it France? What does France's flag look like? No. Italy. How to tell apart Italy flag and Mexico, Irish, Italian, hmm. Yeah, I got no idea. Let's go with. Oh, I'm feeling down here a little bit more. Let's go. All right, we were off by 6 years. This is Bulgarian King. Oh, okay, so it's arriving in Bulgaria to celebrate the anniversary of the 1897 or 1879 Tarnovo Constitution. Okay, so I was not too bad actually. That's a really good round. Logic to that out to an extent. I don't know what the Bulgarian flag looks like. I'm really bad at recognizing flags, so cut me a little slack, would you? All right. Fix that a little bit, and yeah, let's do the next round. All right. All right, okay. So these cars look a little bit older. Hollow shell and greenstone camera repairs. They speak English wherever this is. I want to say this is probably some big city in the 70s, maybe the 80s. Stuart Dawson Theater Center, Bank, American Express, CBS, Raven Guaranteed Products. I don't know where has license plates on the front. That looks like a Scientology building. I don't know where the Scientology buildings are or were then. Dining wall, entrance. Zabazoo. I'm gonna say New York in the 70s. Let's go to like New York City. That's Maine. What am I doing? New York City. Let's. Yeah, let's do New York and I don't know. Let's go 75. It was very off. Okay, it was in the 80s, and in Auckland. Huh. I guess I didn't realize Auckland was as big as it is. Oops. I don't know enough about the history of Aotearoa, I guess. Let's see. G&G Shops, Spartans, Locomotives, M.H. Harris, Talk, Walk, Wait and Walk. Don't know where he uses ones like that. F.W. Woolworth, this is in black and white. So it's probably the 60s, I'm gonna say, maybe earlier. Maybe later. Really, really hard to tell. That screams 60s. Pretty late 60s. Just the loopiness. I feel like that was a 60s thing. It's a Newark Post. Where's Newark? That's like Connecticut, isn't it? Yeah, let's guess that. New Jersey. Newark's in New Jersey, not Connecticut. I was only 100 miles off. That's not bad. I was 11 years off. It was early 50s. Okay. Or late 50s. That's fine. It's still pretty close. Alright. This is... I believe that is Thai. Which probably puts us in Thailand. Or that's probably a good spot to start looking. Where's... It's over here, right? Marburn. Singapore, Philippines. There we go. Yeah. Guess here. And then in what year? This doesn't look like a super recent photo. I don't see any phones or anything. The color grading is screaming like 70s or 80s. Although, I don't know, it's very vibrant. I don't know. Let's guess the 80s. Let's guess 86. 95, okay. And in Vietnam, okay. That's Vietnamese. Got it. Okay. Not terrible. Alright. Let's see. A bunch of people. I'm gonna guess early 2000s, judging by all the digital cameras, but no phones. Maybe late 90s. Or early 90s. And then this is... Yeah, I've got no idea what that means. Albergo Ritallo, that's Italian. Okay, so we are this is probably Venice, right? Where is Venice? Italy, Rome, Naples. Venice, let's go some Venice, and I don't know, I want to say they're digital cameras is the thing, so that's gotta be like 2000. Oh wow, okay, I was 38 years old. That was 62. Maybe those cameras aren't as digital as they look. But I was basically spot on the location. Which not bad. Yeah, no, they just dressed really contemporary in this photo, I guess. Not that contemporary. Alright, yeah, that's not a bad game. Well, how great is the Phoenix? Oh, there was people in chat. I didn't even notice that there was people in chat. Alright, oh, hi. Yeah, alright. How great is the Phoenix? The Phoenix is, my opinion is the Phoenix sucks. Like, I'm not trying to start a war or anything, so... Like, I don't go around talking about how the Phoenix sucks. I'm more a fan of the Dark Moon. But also, the Phoenix has never... Okay, so the Phoenix owns this building in the village. Yeah, you gotta pop my attention more often, otherwise I will not notice. The Phoenix runs the Phoenix Sanctum. The Phoenix Sanctum rerolls a player's traits, and it's frustrating, and it's so annoying to try and get traits figured out. I should have explained, sorry. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, Time Guesser was fun. I did bad. I 50% scores, like, I don't know. You can probably go track what I've scored on these over the times that I've played them. And this is probably not a great one. Let's see. Is there anything I want to do today? There was a couple things I wanted to do, but I don't remember any of them anymore. Yay. Is there anything I can actually talk about? Because I don't want to talk about cartoon. I don't want to talk about video game. I could talk about cartoon, actually. Every Ben 10 alien. I've been there, sister. Ooh. Alright, let's talk about Ben 10. Because I have opinions on Ben 10. Although these aren't the type of opinions I have on Ben 10. Let's see. I will put Ripjaws in F tier and let's put Ball Weevil in God tier. And that's my tier list. I remember so much about Ben 10 because that was my show. That was the show that I loved as a kid. And it meant that I did a lot of binges of the wiki, where I was kind of just looking at the wiki when I was younger. Let's see. Cartoon hotties. Although, Professor Venomous. Whatever taste I do have in men still was absolutely shaped by Professor Venomous from OKKO. Let's see. Anything? Do Steven Universe songs. People love tier listing Ben 10 characters. Grandpa Max did fuck an alien. This is very true. Do Ed's World characters. I don't want to do Ed's World. No, I don't think I want to do a tier list. I don't know. I've got like 30 minutes left on the stream, so let's find something to do. Let's see. There's games online. There are games that exist. Gaming. Let's do browser games. Let's do Slope Plus. What's Slope Plus? On itch.io. consider myself itchy. Didn't like that. That wasn't good. Never saying that again. Oh, and apparently it won't run. Okay. That's fine. There's indie browser games. Let's go itch.io web games. Let's see what's available right now. Kind of want to do a Deathloop stream on its own if I was gonna play that. Let's see. These are mostly like visual novels is the thing. I don't know. I need something that's like 30 minutes long, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Swarm Slam. I think I hit a time record for doing your e-shot. Like how? Oh, sub 4 minutes. Hell yeah! Congrats. That's real fast. Usually doing my estrogen takes me like 5-10 seconds, but that's because I do it twice a day. So, like, all right, I don't know what we're doing. I guess mine. All right, well, we're mining. We got 2 ore. Oh, do they try and follow the mouse? No. Okay. We also got 2 ore again. All right, this one +1 slammers per level. This one's +10 slammer speed per level. This one is +1 second of mining per level. Okay. Let's go and mine Syntheria again. Okay. We're gonna get more time to mine this time. Cool. Yeah, you got this. You got it. Alright, and let's do the skill tree. And let's get more slammers, and let's get more slammer speed. And let's go at it again. Ooh, you got this. You got this, buddies. You got this. All right. Let's get more mining. Mine diamonds. Mine diamonds. Turning off the CRT filter, turning off the dithering, turning down the chromatic aberration, turning off the screen shake, auto follow camera on, zoom camera, collect ore, okay. There we go. Oh, okay, so I gotta collect the ore. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's see. More slammers and more mining time, and I need to speed them up a little bit more probably also, but we'll get there when we get there. Ooh, you got those buddies. Little guys mining. Alright, skill tree. Can we make the thing bigger? +2 slammers per level. Plus 10% slammer speed per level. It's 1 second of mining per level. Plus 2 seconds of mining per level. Let's see. Slam force, more slam damage. If we've reached depth 3, we get that one. More magnet radius per level. Yes, we want that. And we're gonna need 600. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Yeah. Let's go, buddies. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna have more miners. Yeah. Yeah. Yay! We're mining. The children yearn for the mines. So I hear. Mine again. This music is a vibe. More slammers. And more time. Oh, you popping? Oh. Popeye the Sailor Man. The finish, cause I eat my finish. Popeye the Sailor Man. Keep popping. The popping. The dude's popping the thing. He said he's Popeye the Sailor Man. He's literally popping out. One proper node. Interesting. Okay. That is a long clip. I had to extend the length to some of them, because the joke part for that one is the fact that he plays the harmonica so much. I think that's the funny part, and it cut off before that happened, originally, which was not what I wanted. More pops. Must construct additional pylons or something. I don't know. I'd never played StarCraft. Yeah, I mixed it up now. And we're getting closer to maxing some of these other ones out. Okay. Basically, Andros is trying to take over the galaxy. Okay. I think that's Star Fox. I will say, I think that's Star Fox and not StarCraft. But that said, I think I might be wrong about that also. This might be a crossover series, and I just had no idea. You know. Anyway, speaking of Star Fox, it's wild that they've remade the same game like 3 or 4 times. Like Star Fox, and then Star Fox 64, and then Star Fox 1, and then the new one are all the same game, just remade over and over again. They just keep making the same game, and that feels definitely like a choice. Yeah. Star Fox 2 also exists, although that one barely exists. I think that one's on NSO online, or NSO only now. But that one technically exists. There's also a Star Fox game for the Virtual Boy that takes place after. And Star Fox Guard also exists. But like, you know, the fact that I have to go out of my way to mention these feels wrong on some level. It feels like the fact that there's about as many Star Fox games that are reboots as there are Star Fox games that are original games feels wrong. Criddle. That's the girl one from 64, right? Or from Adventures. Star Fox Adventures, right? Yeah, she's hot because she's meant to be hot. I don't know why they made her hot, but I also can't blame her. I think the part where she's a blue fox hides the part about her kind of being a stereotype. Yeah. Yeah. This is very true. Ooh, new depths. Silver. Okay. Same. It's yeah. It is very much just the same things that James Cameron is doing. I'll agree with that. Yeah. I don't have a whole bunch to say about it because yeah, it's messed up. I don't know. She's not in the series anymore. So, like, Nintendo